All right. We should be good to go. Episode.
Episode fucking.
Episode. Bruh.
Episode. Are you winning, son?
No coaster.
That is the coaster.
Oh, bro.
The
this is my
book, dude. What is this book?
It's
America's National Parks, dude.
Yeah, it's a picture book.
There's a coaster back here. Actually, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Is that a
It's a
coaster?
little like. Is it one of these?
The jury box?
Oh yeah, you can put that. I'll put it on that. That's some cheap ass Amazon shit.
Glad you're taking care of your girl, bro. That fucking.
That's no. Look at it. These are just
the
little.
Bezos special.
These are little steel beads.
What
They're
the
supposed
fuck
to.
is that?
I was wearing them before, but they're like.
Are they supposed to be
cheap as-
bracelets?
Yeah,
Do they expand or like?
but they're supposed to be stainless steel, but they're clearly not because they like fade. I don't fuck with the big ones. That's why the big ones are still in here. I had like a small.
I don't get it.
before.
What is it like?
That's just
Some
fucking
jury?
sick fucking swag.
It's just some drip.
Just drip. Yeah.
How about that drip,
Wait, Here's the other coaster. Oh, fuck that thing. Yeah. Anyways, I bought those and then they started.
Crisis averted.
They started fucking
Oh shit! Can you put my phone in?
turning my shit green. Then all the bad bitches knew it was fraudulent. But it was supposed to be stainless steel. Here, I'll just give you the charger. It was supposed to be stainless steel, but it's clearly not because it wouldn't do that. I don't think if it was stainless steel. Anyways,
It's not galvanized metal.
fucking a minute and a half. Yeah.
Have you got it
It's
wet?
not magnetic, so hard 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the hard 40 sigh.
Just
Universally
the
known
fucking-
language.
Yeah. The fucking.
Oh man. All right. So let's get a little recap from last week. What did you do over the weekend? You know, what did you do this week?
What did I do over the weekend? I know I did something, but I don't remember what it was.
Blacked out, clearly. So you don't remember?
I've been drunk since the weekend. No, we already did the weekend. No, we didn't.
No.
What the fuck did I
Wait,
do
did
this
we?
weekend?
Did we?
No,
Yeah, we did.
I was
We
doing my golf tournament, but that was last weekend.
yeah, that's what I was talking about because we recorded on Sunday.
The previous one. Oh yeah.
So,
yeah,
yeah,
we did.
Yeah, we did do the weekend. So never mind. Did you do anything this week?
No, just worked.
Hard 40.
Yeah, just a hard fucking fatty.
Hard 40. Yeah, that's fucked up.
I do work with an Irish guy. I do.
Hard
said it to
40.
him. I'm like, putting in a hard 40 this week, Patty. He's like, fuck off. I'm like, what's the crack? I say that to him like every day. And he's like, oh, fucking wonderful, yeah.
That's just so.
He's like, it's Friday. You gonna survive the weekend, Johnny?
He's going to make swags.
He is mixed wigs. He's like, you gonna survive the weekend, Johnny boy? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, we'll find out Monday, won't we? He says it all the time. It's like the same catchphrases. Well, we'll find out Monday.
He must be old. That sounds like an old man
no, he's
thing.
probably like dad's age. He's not that old. He's like probably just around 50, something like that.
Okay.
I never really talked to him.
He's just a
He's not even an
seasoned-
electrician. He's a
A
bricklayer.
he's on a what?
He's a bricky.
What does that mean?
Bricklayer. They do like the
Are they in
build,
a
like
union
walls
too?
and shit. Yeah, you'd be fucking shocked how many. There's painters union. There's
That's crazy, bro.
bricklayers. There's if you can think of something
Pipe
that happens
fitters?
on a construction site, there's
Or
more than
not.
likely a union for it. Like
That's-
honest to God,
That's some
it's
G
crazy.
shit.
I'm trying to think of the weirdest one I could think
Pipe
of.
fitters.
Pipe fitters, yeah.
Metal fab.
Yep. 10 knockers.
That's good. That's so.
I'm trying to think of like the weirdest one that I've heard of.
Yeah, I went to the job site. There's a couple of tin knockers left over from last week.
There's yeah.
Working on my
couple
shit.
of 10 knockers.
Wouldn't get out of my fucking face.
I snipped them up real nice. There's a teachers union. There's
I've
a
heard of
pilots
that.
union.
That would make sense.
Moon's on the union.
I knew that one. There's a writers union.
Is it really? Oh yeah, well the Writers Guild, yeah.
Essentially just a
Is that a
union.
union? Yeah, I guess it
Yeah,
is a
it has
union.
to be,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're just theater kids, so they call it a guild.
SAG or whatever. It's like the Screen Actors
Yeah,
Guild. or
actually,
something.
yeah.
I don't know if that's a
SAG
writers.
awards.
Yeah.
That's got to be a union of sorts.
Your nons will not.
Quite a few times.
Your fucking non plays gold at the SAG Awards.
And she's on her 4th time round.
That biff looking how? Yeah. Never been done before.
Yeah.
5 in a row. 5 SAG Awards in a row, that crusty bitch.
Oh shit, dude.
Dude, you know what I saw at the gas station? Some like, dude, you ever seen someone just like the clueless, like, you know when you're like maybe pulling into a parking space or something, and you're kind of like checking it out, being like, I think I got this or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, the people who do this,
Scoping
the,
out.
They do the full like mouth open. You know what I'm saying? They're like,
They're like amazed.
no, they're just like panic. Like
They're
it's not even panic. Like,
praying.
I can't even imitate it because I don't do it.
They're
Like,
just praying they're making it in
if
the
I'm
spot.
trying to park my car, like I'm all like I'm used to. I drove the box truck for so many years.
Yeah.
For yes, that I always use the mirrors. I don't really like.
yeah, I
you
mean
know what
that's
I'm
just standard
I don't
driving
have to like
procedure.
lean
But
all the way around or whatever. Like I'm
Yeah.
just so used to like backing up and just using that. I usually don't even turn around. But like, I mean, it's just like when someone's like.
just like leaning out of their car. To, like,
Something
see if
just
they're
kills
gonna,
me about it when
or,
they're
like when they're in the lines, like they're like halfway and they like open the door
Yeah.
to make sure they're in the
yeah,
line.
like just the clueless when someone's like
That's
clueless
mad
and they're
funny.
like their mouth opens. It
Yeah.
makes me laugh so hard every time because I'm like I can't imagine being that fucking clueless
Yeah,
ever.
for
Even
real.
if there's she's probably a wonderful woman who's smart, but like it's just like that one little thing she did. I was like, what a fucking moron this lady is.
We need to normalize. Or no, we need to normalize not giving everyone their license. Like you know how when you turn 16, you just get your
100%, dude.
license.
It's so easy,
Yeah, it should not be. There should be your retakes like every year,
dude. When I finished my driving test, I was like, that's it. Like,
and they also don't teach you shit that you actually need to know. When am I
Right.
ever backing up 100 feet straight?
yeah,
Like I used
besides
to,
in like a car chase.
yeah, like and even still,
I'm
if
like, oh,
you're
I didn't know I was gonna be in the next Jason Bourne movie.
Yeah.
Why do I have to back up on
fast 7,
Flooring?
fast 50, whatever they're on at this
Do a
point.
J turn in the middle of your drive,
Shit's so
right into the
stupid.
parking space.
The parallel parking one makes sense, but the
Did you
the,
ever see
the 500-foot backup is
did
just
you ever see
so pointless.
the fake test drive with Jeff Gordon?
No, like
Dude,
he's the test driver.
He's the test driver. He goes to like a random like I don't think it was random. I think someone
I was
might
gonna
like
say,
put the
someone
guy up
must
to
know.
it or whatever. Like yeah, it was kind of like a punk thing. Like I don't think he just was like I'm gonna fuck with this guy.
He goes to the local fucking used car dealership.
Yeah,
buys
he went to a
fucking
Chevy dealership. It was
98
oh,
Corolla.
it was for Camaro, I think. It was for
Oh,
Chevy.
okay.
They were
It was an
advertising the new
advertisement.
Camaro or something. He's like,
Yeah,
how about
yeah.
this new? Like he pulls in like a shitty minivan.
Yeah.
And they have them all obviously done up, so you can't tell it's Jeff Gordon. And this guy's like, "Hey, what do you want to do?" Like, and he's like, check out one of these." Like, so he gets in the Camaro and he's like, "Oh, it's got a little kick to it, like a little more than I'm used to." And they pull up to like he's like inching like towards like the fucking entrance to the
racetrack.
whatever to merge onto the road.
Yeah.
And he's like, got a little pickup to it or whatever. And he gets to the entrance and the guy's like, all right, yeah. And he's just like, and just fucking floors it and like starts fishtailing all and like flying down the road. The guy's like, whoa! And he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. So then he takes him like all like he's fucking
He's just
flying. Like,
cruising, yeah.
yeah. And he's not like on like I think he is on a main road.
I mean, he's
but,
Jeff
like,
Gordon, so
he's like not breaking any traffic laws on the main road. And then he gets to like a parking lot that they had like
set up.
sorta, and he drives into this empty lot. He starts like banging donuts, and this guy's in the car. He's like a 60-year-old guy. He's just like, like he's like, stop fucking freaking out. Then he drives up onto the loading dock like of the.
Oh my god.
It's like a warehouse,
Yeah.
and he's just like flying down the loading dock, dude. It's fucking wild.
Well, do they know he's
The
a
guy's like,
fucking-
I'm gonna kill you. It's the best part of the whole thing. And then at the end, he's just like, I'm Jeff Gordon. And I was like, what if the guy was just like, who the fuck is Jeff Gordon?
Dude,
Like,
I always think
who
of
are
those,
you, dude? Like,
That's like dude, who did that?
like
oh,
everyone knows who Shaq is. Not everyone knows who Jeff Gordon is.
No.
I'm sure there's. I could
Dude, I
ask
saw
Mom. I
the-
bet Mom would know who Jeff Gordon is.
I would not. I can't not recognize him by face.
Yeah.
If you said his name, obviously I'd know. But I saw this like a similar video with Eli Manning a while ago. You've probably seen it. by
Oh,
now,
but he
but
does like the
college-
walk-on thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was thinking how funny it would be if he because if you think about it, like he retired probably 5-6 years ago. Like most people know who he is now.
Yeah.
But if he did that in 10 years,
Yeah.
like there's definitely gonna be college kids who don't know who he is. So like,
Yeah, that's like when that
so-
video of the kids talking about Mello and they're like, who's Mello? And they're like LaMelo Ball. Like, do you see that? When
dude,
they're
that happened to
asking,
me
like,
yesterday.
They're asking
actually.
like the 12-year-olds, like, when I say Mello,
Yeah.
who do you think of? They're like LaMelo Ball.
That happened to me yesterday. Funny enough. I'll get to that in a second. But I was just thinking how funny it would be if Eli like took all the makeup off. He's like, I'm Eli Manning. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
who?
Yeah, right, yeah. That'd be
So
so.
are you a coach or something?
Don't make me feel so old. I did that. I'm
But
trying
that
to
actually
think
happened to me yesterday. One of fucking Sean Harvey. He watches the show, so
Sean
I'll
Harvey.
drop him by name. He bought a pair of LaMelo shoes, like the new his basketball shoes. He's like, yeah, I got those like Mellows coming in the mail, and I was like, dude, there's no fucking way, because he had told me before that he bought them, so like,
Does
I
Carmelo
knew.
Anthony have shoes too, though?
Yeah, but not since fucking 2011. Like,
Right.
and he had like Jordan Brand shoes, which are like notoriously shitty basketball shoes.
Mm.
So he was like, yeah, I got those Mellows coming in soon. I'm like, bro, what? In my head, I was
Mello.
like, what are you
I
talking?
didn't even know LaMelo had a shoe.
Yeah, he's a Puma.
Big
Shout out to
baller.
Puma. No, not Big Baller Brand.
Big baller brand.
People say Big Baller Brand's the reason that Lonzo's never going to play basketball again because of those shoes.
What?
He didn't
Well, I
play.
think he just sucks at
he didn't play.
basketball.
No, he didn't play 2 seasons ago because of injury. Last season he didn't play because of the same injury, and he's already ruled out for this season too.
Because of the shoes?
Lonzo Ball, yeah.
Did
Well,
they?
that's what people think. I mean,
Is he still repping those? Like they're still
no,
pushing that shit?
no,
Oh.
no. He stopped wearing those a while ago. Once he became like actually good at basketball,
Whatever happened to
like,
volleyball?
in the league, I think he just has nothing else to say.
Yeah, right. He ran out of
There's
words.
really nothing else to do.
Never lost.
All his fucking boys are in the league.
I
Besides
never lost.
the one that can't fucking hoop. So
Yeah. The guy did he get like arrested in China or something? Remember
yeah,
that?
for having like a dab pen or something. I think.
I think he like stole it. He was like
Wait, no, that
shoplifting
was
or something.
fucking Brittany Griner who got arrested in Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
LeAngelo Ball.
he did shoplift, but I think they got him
And then they
home
like
pretty
had
quick.
to like bring him home. There's like a national thing.
Yeah,
for,
you
like,
ever
a
see that
few
movie where
days.
like the guys go into China pretend they're not China.
China?
They go into like Iran or whatever and they're dressed up. That's probably so insensitive, but they're in the Middle East somewhere and they're dressed up as like movie directors and actors and shit. It's like a true story.
No. Oh. And they're like, yeah, they're like
That's how
selling
they
arms
sneak
or
out.
something with like
No, that's how they sneak out of the country. There's, like,
Miles Teller and Jonah Hill. That one.
no,
Oh, what am I thinking?
different movie. No, they go to the Middle East somewhere, like wherever we were having a fucking conflict,
A wire.
and they go. There's like refugees there that like they're not, that are in like the embassy that's getting like raided basically,
Okay.
and to get them out, they have to like, they sneak over there, give them all these fake like passports, and like they say they're filming a movie, and then
Yeah.
they leave with the people that they came in with. Like,
And the Taliban are like cool with that. They're just like, oh, my fault.
no, there was like some stipulation.
Film
where,
me
like,
on a movie.
yeah, because they said like they hate the Americans, but they were like, oh, we're European. Like,
Oh, we're not
filmmakers.
Americans or something.
Yeah, and they had to like, so they basically, I feel like Jake Gyllenhaal.
They were
was
like,
in this movie.
help us kill these Americans.
Yeah, no, I think it's Jake.
Shoot
Gyllenhaal.
this for your movie.
Jake Gyllenhaal, I think, isn't it? But
Jake Gyllenhaal.
they go to he has like all these like things. He has like 6 different like fucking manila folders with like stories, background, like
I
everything.
don't know.
He's like, all right, we have like 24 hours to study this, and if we fuck anything up, we're probably all gonna die. So
How important were these people? Were
they,
they
this is
part
like
of
a
the
true
embassy?
story. Like this actually happened in
Were
real
they like
life, but
senators or something? Like,
I don't think so. I think they were just like diplomats or whatever.
oh, okay, yeah, all right, so that makes sense.
But I mean, it's like I said, it's a true story.
Huh.
It's a pretty fucking wild story. The movie's pretty good, but
What's it called? Do you know?
nah, I forget.
Ugh. Well,
I've seen it like a couple times. I saw it.
that's
I
the
just haven't seen
pod.
it recently. Let me figure it out real quick.
I've never heard of that. I'm trying to think of like all like those. I don't know what the one I'm thinking of. Where like Jonah Hill and Miles Teller are like selling like I feel like they're selling guns or something. Like I can't remember what the fuck it's called. It's like,
I can't even think of who Miles Teller is, to be honest.
he's the guy from Top Gun, the new Top Gun.
I haven't seen it.
You definitely know who Miles Teller is.
No, I know who he is. I just. Oh wait, is the movie called The Diplomat? No. Never mind.
I'm trying to think what else he's in. He's in a ton of shit, but like Top Gun's probably the most recent one. He was in that drum movie. I don't know what the fuck it was called. Drum Hard or something. I have no idea.
Drummer Boy with Nick Cannon.
Drumline, yeah.
It's even the
That's
U.S.
OG.
What should I even look up for this shit?
I don't know.
By saying their movie, their actors. Someone knows this movie title.
Yeah, there's people screaming at their fucking
And
dashboards
I
right
just
now.
absolutely nothing.
It's like-
Because this is just the most stupid search ever.
yeah, I don't know.
Saving the U.S. citizens by saying they're actors.
Yeah, there you go.
Nothing showed up.
Well, maybe it's a fake story.
Fuck, maybe Jake Gyllenhaal. I think he's in it, but then it's like, do I look at all his movies and just hope that I see it?
Jake Gelatinous.
I think it's Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm pretty sure he's like the main. He's like the director.
Gelatin.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. Let's see.
Jake. Let's think. What's some other ones?
It's worth the watch. I won't lie.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Exactly.
Yeah. Whose cat is that? There's a picture of a cat on Matt's
A
thing.
friend of mine. Cat's name is Lasagna.
The cat's name is Lasagna. Dude, did you see the video of Trump?
Deadass.
Of Trump saying talking about the lady's cat's name?
No. Oh yeah, but
He's
I
like,
don't
the
remember.
cat's name is Vagina.
Oh yeah. I think we talked about that on here before
Dude,
too.
that is so funny. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. The cat's name was Vagina.
That's fucked, bro. Dude, I can't think of what this would be called.
I
US
don't know.
mission where they saved. Is the Mission movie a true story?
It's got to be. It has to be a true story.
No, but wait.
And
This
if
is
not,
different.
I mean,
No, it is a true
we're
story
gonna
for
cut
sure,
all
but
this.
I think this is a different movie. Fuck.
This is like brutal podcast.
For real.
Even if you're watching it.
Where they save the U.S. movie where they save the
Is it like the embassy raid of the famous one?
the embassy people.
There was like one, but I think everyone died. I don't think anyone was directing anything.
Wait, isn't it in Africa maybe? No.
I feel like I know what you're talking about. vaguely.
Argo. It's fucking Argo, bro.
It's Argo?
Yes, bro.
The whole time this has been Argo?
Yes, bro.
It's like wildly famous.
Have you seen it?
No, but
Dude, I knew it. No, that's why it was pissing me off. Cause like I'm like this.
it's a huge deal.
I'm like whoever made this, like the main character of this movie. This is like his like biggest, well, it was his
Yeah.
biggest movie at the time.
Argo? Then there's Fargo.
That's crazy, bro. I could not think of the name of it.
Fargo with Ben Affleck.
No, this is that movie that you're talking about.
How weird is it that there's
Argo
Fargo,
with Ben Affleck.
Fargo and Argo?
Oh, he's in 2?
Is there-
Actually,
is Argo separate from Fargo?
that's gotta be.
Fargo's like a different thing too.
Let's see.
Abby Fargo, shout out.
Is it a Ben Affleck movie?
I believe so. No, maybe it's Argo. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Argo. I feel like
I know
that'd be
Fargo's
crazy
the thing
if it-
too.
Anyways,
Largo.
Argo is the name of the movie.
Mario.
Worth the watch if you've never seen it. This was like his big, like, not a big hit because he was already.
This is Ben Affleck's breakout film.
It was like literally like this
No.
is like one of his biggest like.
Oh, maybe.
This is widely regarded
he
as
was
one
in
of
like
his best
Good Will
films.
Hunting, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh,
Not-
one of his
not
best-
necessarily
okay, yeah,
breakout,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
this is like.
No, yeah,
regarded
it's
as-
definitely a very good film.
So you have seen it.
I have not, but I've heard very
Oh.
good things about it.
Shout out John Goodman. He's in it too. He's the guy that plays Sully from Monsters Inc.
John Goodman. Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is. John
You
Goodman.
didn't know that? He's a very distinct voice.
Yeah, now that you're saying it, I was like, oh, shit, that is, yeah.
He also kind of looks like him.
Like Sully the Monster. He is one
Not
fat
really, but he's
fuck.
got like that loose like jaw, like when he speaks.
Yeah, because he's
You know what I mean?
640 pounds.
And like
He's
75,000
like
years
trying to shut his
old.
mouth.
And he was literally on Earth with the dinosaurs.
Oh, come on. He was also in
great guy.
King Kong, Skull Island. Or,
Yeah, he was, I think.
I don't know if, are those
think that's
two
what it's
separate
called.
films? I don't
No,
know.
no. Kong
Hey, sir.
Skull Island, yeah.
You wouldn't believe the things I saw on that ship. They said he was on the USS Indianapolis. That was the plot. Which is crazy.
Wait, say it again?
You ever heard of the USS Indianapolis?
No.
It's like the most famous like shark attack in history.
Oh.
It was like a
So he survived it? That's just like a
the USS
movie?
Indianapolis was like a obviously I think it was World War II. It was a American like destroyer battleship. Yeah, but it was on a secret mission that was like supposed to be going to Japan, but they got caught by the Japanese or
smashed
something,
up.
or the Germans or whatever. Got shot. They got torpedoed. They
Yeah.
got sank. They done got sunk. And
Rightfully
then,
so.
right.
Seemingly.
And then when they were in the water, I think like 118 guys went in the water. Only like 30 came out or something because they kept getting picked
God.
off by sharks.
Just ravenous sharks.
No, literally, yeah. And it
That's
was a secret
wild.
mission, so it was like no,
couldn't
like
say
people
shit.
weren't looking for them. You know what I mean? Like
That's fucked up. Speaking of secret missions.
no, but then wait, then in
okay.
Kong Skull Island, like the plot is that this John Goodman's character is like
One of the
avidly
30.
adamant about like there's monsters on the world, blah blah blah, and then the plot is that a sea monster sank the USS Indianapolis, and like I was like, this is
Wait, what the
wildly
fuck?
disrespectful to like a very famous,
What the
like
fuck?
yeah.
Wait,
He was
I did
like
not know that.
A lot
I've
of
seen
people
that
said it was
movie
the
before
Japanese.
a few times.
It's like I saw that monster. You wouldn't believe the things it did. Like,
What the fuck?
yeah, I swear to God.
That's fire.
Yeah, it's
Bryan
insane.
Cranston's in this movie as well.
I remember when they said it in the movie. I was like, "Are you there? What?"
You had to rewind it.
They might as well said like 9/11 was a dragon
I was
attack.
gonna say,
like,
yeah,
whatever,
like-
like, it was like,
That's
holy
crazy,
shit, dude! Like,
Maybe
that's-
John Cohen actually was part of the.
he might.
Maybe he
dude.
was one of the 30.
It might have been a sea monster. I don't
Definitely
know.
fucking old enough. Like, geezer.
Fucking absolute geese ball.
Damn. Like the fucking Kevin Hart shit.
Oh yeah. Who is it? Who is on that? Donnie. What's his name?
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm almost 60. Damn. I'm sorry. That shit is.
Damn. Speaking of fucking sea monsters in the USS Indianapolis, you want to talk about the Titanic thing?
Oh yeah.
The fucking
I was like, where's he going with this?
submersible.
How often does this come? Yeah, dude. What a bunch of fucking.
You want to talk about episode 315 of Joe
Do we have a
Rogan's
censor button so I can call them R words?
No.
and not get fucking banned?
No, we don't. So
Well, they're fucking retards. All 5 of those guys.
yeah, no,
What
that's
are
some
you-
crazy shit.
what are you
I should've
doing,
I should
dude?
have pulled up the actual story.
I
of
was
it.
talking with Mooney at the bar about it, and he's like, $250,000 to die at the bottom of the ocean. Like, what a bunch of morons.
Bro, I was saying there's literally, I mean, you already know this and you'll agree, but there's no dollar amount that you could pay me to go that deep in the ocean under
No,
any circumstance.
Definitely not. No.
Especially considering I saw something the other day that said the only thing that's ever been that deep, for the most part,
The Titanic.
is no, like the only is like a robot. Like they sent like a robot down
No.
there to view the Titanic. And there's been divers that have gone down there.
James
and stuff.
Cameron went down there like a couple times.
There's been like submarines that have gone down there, but it's like there's no like, let me think of how to word this. Like there's probably satellites like on the ready right now that they could just launch into orbit and they're like ready to go. There's
What?
no like submarine right now that they can just drop in.
Right.
Like they don't have one like ready to go because
Right.
it's just like
It's
why
like
the fuck
so
would you
hard
ever
to
need to
do.
go down there? Yeah, and it's also
That's what James Cameron said. He got like a lot of inspiration for Avatar. Was like from things that he saw
of
down
course he
there.
did a fucking.
Apparently, I don't know if this is true. I didn't vet this information, but I saw a tweet that was like James Cameron during 9/11 was like when it was happening, he was exploring
He
the
was on one of
Titanic.
the
then.
plans.
So then he came up and they were like, "Hey,
Oh.
by the way, like,
Oh, I think I saw
like
that too.
currently, like, well,
That's
I
fire.
don't know if it's because the quote was like James, like Mr. Cameron, 9/11 happened.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, I don't think they would word it like that. Like,
Speaking of James Cameron, 4 hours ago from NPR,
Nope.
James Cameron slams OceanGate safety, regrets not speaking up more.
yeah, did you see the guy? I saw a story too that was like
Oh
that
my
guy who
God.
owned it, like the captain who was like also subsequently the owner of the company.
Oh, OceanGate, yeah.
Yeah, had like
CEO.
a couple guys that worked for him, and whenever like he would bring a guy on who was like an expert or something in the regards of
Like
submersibles.
stars?
I don't know. Yeah,
Let me bring in my expert.
yeah, literally, and like the guy, like people would show up, like he would hire them, they would work with them, and then they'd be like, "This is ridiculous, like this is not safe,"
Like, bro.
and then you just fire them. Like there was like 2 or 3 guys that were just like, "What are you
Dude,
doing?"
what
And
is
then you
that?
just like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Oh, what does that sound? There's like a bit from like a show about that same type of thing. Where it's like if they just don't give you the answer you want, you just fire
You're
them.
just gone. Yeah, you just fire them, and then they went down there. Yeah, the story
That's
that
fire.
like the
That
Navy.
guy's probably fucking me like,
Yeah, did you see what the Navy said?
no.
The Navy has like apparently some like
He said, we don't care.
the Navy. Yeah.
The Stephen A. Smith me.
No, it won't be me. No, what's the no the Magic Johnson one? Who's it? I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
We just go find these guys. It's just head of the Navy.
Bro, that's
I
a
ain't gonna
that's
be
a
there.
wild ass video when you look at the context of that. Imagine Brad Stevens just coming to the podium and being like, "Yeah, I won't be here next year, so I don't know."
Yeah,
like, after
yeah.
making all these trades,
Yeah,
that's literally what he did. But
that's so
anyways.
funny. We don't care. We don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't
literally,
care.
that's what the
That
Navy
shit
said.
is so funny, dude.
uh,
No, the Navy has like or I saw some tweet. I didn't see who the fuck it was from, but it was some verified account, which doesn't really mean anything anymore. But
For real?
the Navy apparently has some like high tech secret technology
grappling hook?
that like detected the implosion.
Oh
like,
yeah, I saw that
hours
too.
after,
Actually,
like, they
Brian
would-
was talking about that earlier.
Yeah, so they knew like why am I? Oh, I guess the Navy can't really reveal that. Like, but then again, they just said it now, so it's like, why can't you just say it then?
They were like,
"Oh, you guys are looking for that?"
"Oh."
Like, no, that shit blew the fuck up. Like, that was like almost immediately it exploded.
They've all been underwater as well, and they just resurfaced, and then
Yeah,
they're just
so
like,
it-
"Oh,
oh, wait, what? You
my
guys,
God, Johnson,
you didn't know?
didn't we hear something the other day, a couple days ago?"
This shit imploded, right?
It's like, yeah, the thing that blew up underwater.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it might have been that.
yeah, it was. Yeah, that definitely blew up. And they're like, what the? The Coast Guard's at the top, like, God.
I mean,
damn
I
it.
will say, to be fair, like at that point, if it exploded, there's no, they're like
Oh,
they were already
there's-
gone.
it
So,
imploded. Which
Yeah.
this is like the inverse of an explosion,
So
which
it's
is
like,
worse.
at
in
that
a
point, it
sense.
really doesn't matter. But I guess
No.
you are wasting a lot of resources searching for them. If it's
That's what I'm
if they
saying.
already
Yeah,
knew.
like why are we fucking paying tax dollars to go save these fucking morons who
There's-
like went down to see something we could watch right now?
yeah,
what
we
the
could-
fuck
we
are you
could-
gonna-
We could all watch a video of the Titanic being
just-
searched by a robot right now.
Flexing the fuck you money, like that's literally what
And that's
they're
bro,
only
and that's
you're
why it's
only
like-
doing it just because you can. Like,
Just go to space at that point.
they did.
That's much cooler.
Those guys went to space.
Oh, they
or not
did?
all of them, but like 2 of
That's
them. Yeah,
fucking
they went on
crazy.
like that whatever
The Bezos flight.
the like,
Or, like,
whatever the
whatever.
fuck that
Same
first
shit.
commercial like
Yeah.
yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Which I guess would be a flex to be like, I went to space. I've also been to the Titanic, but it's
True.
also like I don't.
know what I need to know?
If someone at the party, right? If I was at a party and they were like, I've been to space.
Someone at the function.
I've also been down to the Titanic crash site. I'd be
And
like,
I've
that's
also-
fucking sick. And
I've
then 10
also
minutes later, I'd be
fucked
like,
your mother.
all right, I'm over it.
Yeah,
dude.
right.
I've also had sex with your mom.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, I'm more upset about that than I am impressed with the rest of the
Yeah.
stuff.
Anyways,
Like, I don't
literally.
give a fuck. All right, you're already a billionaire. That's all you
For
have
real.
to do. Is
You're already in the circles where people already do that, so it's
right.
like.
You're just like being a billionaire is cool enough. Why do you have to?
And he's the CEO of the company, so this definitely can't be the first time he's done it.
They said that if it lost pressure and imploded the way that it did, it would. That submarine that was like bigger than this room would shrink down to the size of a basketball. So it's
That's
like those
fire.
guys were just fucking.
That's fire.
See you later.
That's that's
Thanks
probably
for
a good
coming.
way to go, to be honest. And that.
Oh,
the
yeah, you're
circumstances
just
they're
like-
in. Yeah, you just don't even
You're
know.
just
You just
gone though,
disappear.
right away.
Um,
But it's just funny to be like float
Dude,
down. Also,
where-
just
you
like
know what I
it's
need
just
to
like
know? there's
it just
5 of them,
fucking
right?
sinks.
So they all paid $250,000 a pop to go
Correct.
there.
Yeah.
So you got $1.25 million. Where did all the money go? If this shit
In
didn't
bank
even work.
accounts,
No, I know, but I'm saying if this fucking sub didn't even work, you just wasted all
they're
your
just
money.
charging for the ticket, dude.
That's all it's for. They're not like. You think that's all it is? They're just like, oh, we need all this money for just to go.
The money is just for the ticket. I would
Okay.
assume. I
I
don't
was
think.
thinking it was just to fund the machine. Cause
No, I don't think so. The machine was like made by the guy. Like
yeah, the CBS thing when they were like, did you see that when they're like the old one?
no.
Like a decade ago. They, like,
Oh
talked
yeah,
about
I
it.
saw like a little clip of that. But
He's like, and the submarine doesn't seem safe.
yeah, and the submarine has not been approved by any
Yeah.
submarine companies or whatever. And they're like, we're doing it.
They're like, well, international waters.
Well,
so
we already did it once. I'm
fuck
like,
you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I've also like. I've done a front flip and landed on my feet once. I don't do run around doing
Yeah.
front flips like, like
Nah, for real.
just because you pulled it off once.
Yeah,
doesn't-
just 'cause you did it one time doesn't mean we should do it again. For real.
when everyone is like, don't do that. Like,
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro.
it's
Rip to
insane.
those people, I guess.
Fuck those people.
But fuck them. Bunch of losers.
The funny, did the Blink 182 guy? Did you see that?
Yeah.
The stepson was
He
just
made
like,
a big deal of that, but bro, if
and then he
he's
was
not
like,
like a child, I don't think.
no, he's not. He's like
He's like an
20 or
adult.
30 something.
So like,
It's just funny to be like mixing the two, be like having to put out a PR.
why did he post it?
I think it was like a PR thing. I don't know. I don't
And
know.
also-
I don't know how. I don't know what kind of following that guy had. I didn't look that much into it. It's just funny to be like,
Yeah,
I know my dad's at the bottom of the fucking Marianas Trench right now, or my stepfather.
but I have to.
But
go.
I have to see Tom.
I have to
Dong.
go see
Like,
Travis Barker.
I have to see Travis Barker.
Yeah.
I have to see Tom DeLonge fucking screaming.
Kourtney
bloody aliens.
Kardashian might be there.
Right. And then he was like, there was one from like a couple, I don't know if it was after or before that tweet. It was just like him quote tweeting some OnlyFans model or something. She was like, who let me fuck your face? And he was
Yeah.
just like, me.
Yeah,
Like, whatever. And I
just
was
like
like,
those boomers on
wow.
Twitter that don't understand how Twitter works.
And I was like, dude, that guy is just waiting. He's praying. He probably poked a hole in the fucking thing.
Yeah.
He's so what he said.
He
Fucking,
took one of the batteries.
he's
out
like, good
before
luck,
they
Dad.
left. Yeah.
Just drilled a hole
Right.
in the side of the fucking thing. He's like, oh, we'll see when you get back up here.
As soon as they start going down, they're like, is that supposed to?
Right. Is it supposed to bubble? And
He's
then-
like, the controller's just not working. He's like,
Yeah.
well, wait.
yeah. And then
They're
it
just slowly floating to
just
the
like-
bottom until they just pressurize. Fucking glorified pressure
that
cooker
kid just
down
got
there.
paid, dude. His dad's brain became the size of a grain of rice, and he got
Literally.
fucking paid for it, dude. He was
Turned into
preying on
fucking
that downfall,
Ant-Man
dude.
IRL, dude.
He would have been fucking bullshit if that thing came
Dude,
back up, dude.
I don't understand though. What I didn't get too is people were like mad at the kid. And they're like, "Well, your dad's on the fucking bottom of the ocean, and
What's he gonna do?
You're gonna blink on your ears here, dude." But also, it's his stepdad, and they could have got fucking together 5 years ago. Maybe he
Right.
just doesn't even fucking know the dude. He just
Right.
like, "Oh, you just know my mom." So
It'd be real easy to get over my dad's death if it was like immediately
If I was
500
gonna get-
million was deposited in my
no,
bank account.
way more than that. They're all billionaires from what I
Right.
read. So it's like
Yeah,
much
if he-
more than
I'd
5
be like,
million.
ah,
He's like, fuck.
damn.
I'll just
Damn.
buy a new one.
Right. yeah, yeah, right. The
Just
mom's
fuck.
probably fucking amped too. Who
Right.
gives a
She's
shit?
probably part of it.
You're letting your fucking husband do that. It's like,
Yeah, I mean,
what you think was gonna happen?
yeah, literally.
What are the
They're-
odds
It's just so funny to see people just like
to recreationally go down to the fucking Titanic?
the fuck around and find out graph just never,
Yeah.
never loses.
never
It's
been
undefeated.
proved truer than this.
Yeah,
I just don't understand the appeal.
undefeated.
And then they showed the inside of the sub, and it's like they have screens, and then a tiny little window, and it's like, what's the? You get down there, and you're like, wow.
I feel like if I was a
And then you
billionaire,
just go back up.
yeah, and I feel like if I was a billionaire, I would make like the fucking most expensive, fucking largest, like absolute beast of a submarine. They can't be
Right.
that expensive to make.
Right.
Like obviously, like yeah, they're not
Right,
cheap.
but if you have disposable income in the billions,
yeah, they're
like,
not cheap. But if there's 5 of you funding it and you're all
Right.
billionaires,
right.
you could probably muster up a little cash to buy.
I don't think they're fun. That's the thing. I think it's just like a thing you can do if you have that kind of money.
No, for sure. But I'm
I
saying
don't
like,
think they have any. Like the guy's just like, you want to do this? Yeah, how much? $250. And he's just like,
no, for
okay.
sure. But I'm saying like they definitely could have. They have the
Oh,
capability
yeah.
of making something safe.
They're
They just
fucking billion. They don't give a
don't care.
shit. They
Walk
don't
around
live in
and find out.
reality, dude. Yeah, like that. It's just like,
Oh, I meant
what
to
are
look
you
up
doing?
before. That actually
what are
just
you
reminded
doing?
me.
You're not using your brain.
For real. That reminded me. I wanted to look up.
Oh,
I wanted to throw my phone on the floor. OceanGate.
OceanGate just.
I want to see if they're
funny,
on a NASDAQ. They must be because they're.
too.
he's a
Oh,
billionaire.
well, it's only the two guys. They're both dead, so it doesn't fucking matter now.
No, I know, but I'm saying I wonder if the stock just fucking shit the bed the second they went missing. It had to
I
just,
wonder
like,
if there's even stock in
plummeted.
the company. There's only
That's
that
what I'm
one
saying.
sub, and it's like those two
Oh,
guys.
that's the
I
company? It's
think
just
so.
literally just the sub.
I thought it was just those two. I might be wrong. I
Oh,
don't know.
shit.
I've done zero research on this because I
I
can't bring myself to get interested in it.
Yeah, right.
That's
Let's
just
see.
so dumb.
OceanGate stock.
If someone told me the story at a party and I'd never heard of it, I'd be like, yeah, no shit.
So they actually did it before, and it looks like it was successful.
Yeah, they did. There's another like CEO that went down there.
So I guess they should have fucking made it. Oh, OceanGate submersible stock prices imploding, and my advice: buy the dip.
Imploding is the word they used.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's
Too
hilarious.
soon. Too
Wait, that's
soon,
actually
dude.
mad funny if
That is
that's
kinda
if
funny.
that was intentional.
Imploding, wink, wink.
Is there like a stock? Wasn't there like a stocks app back in the day?
Stonks.
Yeah. No, was there an app
Oh,
for
like
it
a
back in the
default
day?
app? Yeah, there
Yeah.
is.
It's not on here. Oh, here we go.
Probably deleted it.
Pitchbook.com. Let's see what their valuation is today. After they're officially fucking gone.
What if they weren't? They just pop up tomorrow like,
Oh. 5 members swam to the service. They're like, wait, what the fuck?
oh no, they can't swim to the surface. Want to know why? Because you can't open the sub from the inside.
Oh, true. I heard
it's
about that.
riveted
too.
shut with the drill.
Like, I mean,
It also can't like ascend
Drake-
on its own.
The Drake and Josh meme.
Yeah, dude,
That
that was so
shit's
funny, dude.
good, dude. Oh, it's a private company, so it's not traded publicly.
Oh, I can't remember what I was talking. I was talking to someone tomorrow, and they were like, "What if they come back up and just see all these memes?"
The son's
like,
already
yeah.
bought like 16 Lamborghinis and a fucking Bugatti, and
right?
they're
He's
just
like, "God damn it!"
he just comes
Just
on.
drowns him in the fucking.
Like, oh,
Put him back. I don't think you saw
funnily
it.
enough,
Dude.
yeah.
I don't. Do you get any pictures?
Oh
You
my
might wanna
god,
go back down.
zombie. Oh my god. Holy
He's just
shit.
drowning him. ah. Living dead.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, zombie. Oh my god, zombie fish. Oh my god.
Dude, that's fucked up.
He just chums the water when they're coming up. He's like, oh no.
No, actually, that would be a topic for next week if they showed up again. Like if they showed up again, we'd have to talk about it next week. That would
We'd
have to.
read.
That would have to be the biggest
We'd have to be the
conspiracy
OceanGate
theory ever.
podcast, dude. Dude,
The OceanGate.
it'd be exclusively we covered from now on.
Also, funny ass name, OceanGate.
OceanGate is funny, like on its own, because you could just call the incident OceanGate, and
Yeah,
also
that's what I thought it was at
the
first
OceanGate,
before I
OceanGate.
realized it was a company.
right. OceanGate is hilarious.
Literally.
They're gonna
Just
try
right
the-
on the fucking nose.
We're gonna try the ocean in court.
And where were you? That's a Family Guy skit. The fucking wave sitting on the thing with like a
Yeah.
mouth and shit.
Just crashing around.
Yeah.
Right, sir.
Order.
Or I will not have this in my court.
Anyways, all right. Let's get into our topic.
Yeah.
I suppose. I mean, honestly, it's probably not as entertaining as that. But
If you say submersibles,
no,
Okay.
change the tab.
that
That would just be dumb. Why would I?
yeah.
do
What's
that?
up with paint? What is the deal with paint?
All right. This one is about
Do you think we
the.
have even one female listener to the show?
Yeah.
I doubt it. There's no
It's just a
way.
female bot though.
If there's one girl that listens to this show,
Sound off in the comments.
please text me or Matt.
Sean Harvey's gonna make a burner account.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And be like, hey. All right, 7. This one's about 7 ancient sites that some people think were built by aliens.
Oh.
Just a little some.
Speaking of aliens, wait, before we get into that, dude, I watched the new Avatar.
I haven't seen it.
Fire.
Worth?
It's on. Yeah. It's 3
on
hours
Max.
long though. It's 3 hours long.
Yeah, I keep seeing it on my TV, but
Yeah, worth the
speaking
watch.
of which, what is this? I put this on earlier, but
This is golf.
oh, I know that. But like, what is?
The Travelers Championship, dude?
Yeah,
You've never heard?
I feel like I have, but it's not like the minor league of PGA, is it? It's just like another
No, it's just a
tournament.
tournament.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I actually have no idea what it is either.
Anyways,
Keegan
okay.
Bradley,
I
crushing
was
it.
curious because I
Minus
don't know
15.
any of the names because I'm fucking out the loop.
I don't know. I don't know these guys. Is that Danny McCarthy at the top, maybe? I don't know.
Can he ball like that?
I don't know. I took him in a master's pool and he was like plus 12. So no.
For Birdie.
For Eddie Clark.
Oh,
is that Wyndham Clark?
It. Huh?
It is Wyndham Clark. U.S. Open winner.
Oh, it
Wyndham Clark.
doesn't look like it to me.
Fucking Wyndham Clark.
Not off that stroke.
He's Canadian.
Anyways,
Yeah. So what about aliens?
so this is 7 ancient sites that were built by aliens
Pyramids.
per sources. Yeah, the pyramids.
Per
are definitely-
sources. Per aliens.
The pyramids are definitely on here.
Yeah.
This one's called. I scrolled past this one earlier accidentally, but it's Sacsayhuaman.
The fuck did you just call me?
It's it's built by the Incas,
Or.
So outside the old Inca capital of Cusco, a fortress called
Mm.
rests in the Peruvian Andes, built from enormous stones that have been chiseled and stacked together like jigsaw puzzles. Some say could be the work of an ancient civilization that had little help from interstellar friends.
Oh.
So it's 1,000 years old. It's basically this big ass fortress.
Yeah.
But each rock weighs 360 tons.
What? How do they know that?
Because they can weigh things
They're just
nowadays.
looking
I
at
don't
it?
fucking know. Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
There's some guy's eyeballs, a strong man just eyeballs it.
Yeah. They had Brian Shaw go out there.
So there's each rock is 360 tons, and they carried them more than 20 miles
What?
before being lifted and fit into place with laser-like precision.
Hogwash.
That's where the aliens come in. So how an ancient culture accomplished such a feat of engineering is obviously doesn't seem very plausible. But it turns out the Inca were as adept at building houses and fortified complexes as they were at watching the sky and keeping calendars, which pretty bad at, considering they said the world was going to end in 2012.
That was the
That
Aztecs.
was the Aztecs, actually, so never mind.
It's
Anyways,
not appropriate here.
in fact, that structure is not the only example of intricate masonry. Similar walls exist throughout the Inca Empire, including one in Cusco where a 12-angled stone has been carefully wedged into place.
Oh.
More recently, interestingly enough, archaeologists have uncovered traces of a rope and lever system in the that the Incas used to transport stones from their quarries to their cities. A system that relied on strength and ingenuity rather than alien architects. That's cap, but that's what they're running with.
That's cat.
If you want to buy that,
Dude, I
that
heard a
makes one of
crazy
us.
theory before. It's like every some 1,000 years or whatever the fuck.
sunk it.
Sunk it.
Anyways.
That like a human species has just like a reset, because like something happens, like some sort of cataclysmic event happens or whatever.
Yeah.
So the theory is that like the pyramids and all this shit, like they were more advanced than we are today, but then that event
reset.
happened and it fucking
I've heard that too. 'Cause I
reset
think there's
us.
like 125 years or something of like missing history.
yeah, something like that. So it's like in theory, everyone's like, how the fuck could they move all this shit? They might have had like anti-gravity bullshit, and they're just picking shit up, put it down, cutting it with lasers,
Or they were just
get
really
the sawzall out. Fucking.
yeah, everything's super advanced except the sawzall.
They still have the saw. They still have the Milwaukee sawzall.
Yeah.
That's all beat up.
Yeah.
Like,
Paint all over it and shit.
why do you get the fucking laser and I get the fucking sawzall?
Guy's got a fucking lightsaber cutting stones.
Yeah, he's like, okay, fucking.
The
Hey,
guy's still using a
look at
DeWalt.
Walsh over there. Fucking jackass. Fucking scab. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So maybe that's what it is.
This one's pretty
Or it's
crazy.
aliens.
This one's called the Nazca lines.
Oh, my favorite lines. Some of my favorite lines.
Up there. Up there with money and
yeah. And RMV.
yeah. All right, on a high and dry plateau, some 200 miles south of Lima, Peru, more than 800 long, straight white lines are etched into the Peruvian desert, seemingly at random.
What?
Joining them are 300 geometric shapes and 70 figures of animals, including a spider, a monkey, and a hummingbird.
These are in sand? And
So
they
the
just stay there?
longest, no, they're on like a plateau.
Mm.
It does say desert, but I mean,
Okay.
I don't know if that's necessarily like
The
sand.
pictures of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's kind of hard to tell. That's from
Oh
a plane.
yeah, I've seen those before.
That's from a plane.
They don't know how that happened.
The biggest, so the longest of the lines run straight as arrows for miles. The biggest shapes stretch nearly 1,200 feet across and are the best viewed from the air. So they're basically saying like aliens did this, obviously.
That's, yeah,
However,
those are crazy.
Turns out it's rather easy to understand how they did it.
Oh.
Called geoglyphs, these enigmatic designs are made by removing the top rust-colored layer of rocks and exposing the brighter white sand underneath. The why is a bit tougher to comprehend. First studied in the early 1900s, the designs were initially suspected to be aligned with the constellations or solstices. But more recent work suggests that the Nazca lines point to ceremonial or ritual sites related to water and fertility. And in addition to being visible from the air, the shapes can be seen from the surrounding foothills. So I think they're probably saying, like, someone's just looking down while they're making it.
Oh,
They're
alright.
like-
Well,
They're like, left, right, oh, my right. She yelling down.
no, your other left.
Holy
Fuck!
Who the fuck is this guy?
Is this the new guy? Is this the new guy? I told you not to
He's
hire.
like-
I told you not
he's-
to hire. I don't care if he's your fucking nephew.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
don't-
say.
Dude, he fucking sucks. He
I don't
can't make
care
a
if he's your
fucking...
fucking
You look like
brother-in-law.
a fucking aunt to you. You look like an aunt to you. Freaking out on each other.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to pay him.
You're doing great.
You're killing it, kid. You are killing it.
Someone fucking kill this guy.
Left and right. Cut his fucking head off. Sacrifice him. Gods.
All right, this one's about the pyramids. I don't know. I can read it, I guess, but I mean, we all know. We all know.
Yeah. You ever heard of him?
Basically, each pyramid, each stone from the pyramid weighs like 2 tons,
Mm.
and the way that
Far
they're
less
constructed,
than the Incan ones.
but the way that they're constructed is like a physics defying, essentially.
Physics defying. Huh?
Yeah, whereas like the way they would have had to get them up there would be like with ramps and shit, but the ramps would have to be a certain like length
Yeah.
because you can only like haul
Can
X
only
amount of
ramp
weight
so much.
Like it's 2 tons, so you can't just like make a ramp that's fucking 45 degrees. It wouldn't help you.
Sure you can.
So they're saying like it would have to be like fucking X amount of degrees, like 10 degrees or something, which means it would have to be X amount long because you have to get
Right.
all the way to the top. So there's
Yeah,
some,
the pyramids are fucking insane. If you
there's
really,
some questionable shit.
if you
going
really
on.
look at it, the pyramids are absolutely insane.
Exactly.
And I think we just found them and we're just kind of like, this is insane. And then they were just around for so long. Now people are like, they're just there. Like,
They're like, I mean, these are pretty cool.
yeah, it's just like a cool thing now, but it's like,
In this article, it says even with today's cranes and other construction equipment, it would still be difficult to build the pyramids.
yeah, it would definitely be fucking hard as shit.
Just think about it. They're in the fucking middle of the desert.
It's hard to build a building. Never mind.
Yeah, and it's like there's not like it's not like you can get like leverage from the ground. It's fucking sand.
Right.
So it's like, and obviously, I mean, it's like, it's not like the
It's
sand.
doable, I suppose, but like it would be
Exactly.
a massive project. But then again, who knows
Exactly.
how long it took to build?
Exactly.
Could've been-
knows? But there's a
could've been
bunch of them
Could have been like 25 minutes.
with the help of the aliens or
Right.
the fucking anti-gravity gun.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, we
Yeah,
all know about
that
those
shit's
ones.
insane. The fucking pyramids are nuts.
For real.
They're
What about
knocking
this one?
Thoughts.
The Stonehenge.
Stonehenge is not as odd to me.
Very
It is
strange.
peculiar, but it's just like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, but you gotta wonder.
You do have to wonder.
Some weighing as much. Some of the
I
stones weigh as much as
wonder
50 tons.
If you
Um,
what it means.
We don't need to know the name. No one knows what exactly the meaning of the Stonehenge is, but as with all the other sites in this collection, the explanation is not aliens. Allegedly. I'm thinking that this is an article by Nat Geographic. I'm thinking that the aliens wrote this article.
Oh, now we're talking.
They're like, trust us.
This is
It's
why there's
not the aliens.
This is why there's a writer's strike right now.
Yeah. Instead, scientists have
We've been
demonstrated.
outsourcing all of our writing to fucking xenomorphs,
Yeah, literally.
and now there's none left for the
This one says
Stonehenge is weird too,
scientists have demonstrated it's actually possible to build such a thing using technology that would have been around 5,000 years.
I was gonna say that seems pretty doable, to be honest. It
Okay.
is odd that it has stayed there though.
I think it's more of a question of like, why does it exist?
Why? Yeah.
What could this possibly
It's
be?
weird that it hasn't like tipped over. Like none of them have.
I think they're just too heavy to move.
Yeah. I
Like I
suppose.
said, that's
Where
not-
are they? They're in, like Scotland or something.
Salisbury, England? English countryside out in Salisbury?
England. A bit of a whiffle, ain't they?
In it.
Ain't it?
At
At least they're not
I
getting
can't pronounce this one either.
in mathematics class.
Teotihuacan.
Excuse me.
It's in it's another pyramid.
Oh, there's more
It's in
pyramids.
Mexico City.
Oh yeah.
Meaning a city of the god is a sprawling ancient city in Mexico that's best known for its pyramidal.
Pyramidal?
That's not what it says. Pyramidal.
Okay.
Pyramidal temples and astronomical alignments.
Oh.
That's a tough one. Built more than 2,000 years ago,
My favorite type
its
of
age,
alignment.
size, and complexity can make it seem otherworldly, but it's very much the work of humans.
Says who?
Scientists suspect that over centuries, a mix of cultures, including Maya,
Getting hard.
including Maya, Zapotec, and Mixtec, built the city that could house more than 100,000 people. With its murals, tools, transportation system, and evidence of advanced agricultural practices, it's often considered much more technologically developed than it should have been possible in the pre-Aztec Mexico.
Dude, the pyramids always fuck me up. Like any of the pyramids that are like huge.
These are far and away the weirdest ones. There's
Is
just
that
no
how? What's
way.
the size on that one? Like, do they have a comparison?
It's not as big. No, it doesn't say it here.
Like, is it feasible?
Yeah, this one doesn't look that crazy. Because it looks like it was carved into like the fucking countryside. As opposed to like assembled.
Well, do you ever see like the picture of like what they think the pyramids used to look like too?
No.
Like it's like before like time like eroded them down.
No.
It was like solid like white. Like they were like all like
Oh yeah,
it was
yeah.
like
I
marble
got you,
almost.
Yeah. And they're mad smooth, like on
Yeah.
the sides and shit. Yeah.
which
That
is even
shit's
like
crazy.
crazier if that's how it was.
That's
But
what I'm saying. How do they get those stones? How do they make them perfect? And they also are like, and we're gonna stack them up really high.
yeah, I don't.
On
Yeah, that's what I'm
top of that.
saying. Like
And we're gonna build fucking tombs inside.
I don't know.
Something fishy's going on over there.
Something's awry.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of it one day.
It was the predator.
This one is about the Easter Island. You seen these guys before?
Oh, I've seen them. Dumb.
The enigma surrounding the Maui Easter Island's fleet of large stone figures pretty much follow the same narrative as the other sites described here. How did they make these figures more than 1,000 years ago, and how did the Maui end up on Easter Island?
Good question.
Carved from stone, the nearly 900 human figures are sprinkled along the flanks of the island's extinct volcanoes. That's insane. I did not realize there's 900 of them.
Good God.
I mean, some of them are obviously like small, and then obviously
That's
others
still a
are
fucking
massive. But
volcano.
the figures average 13 feet tall and weigh 14 tons and appear to have been chiseled from the soft volcanic tuff found around the Rairaku quarry. There, more than 400 statues are still in various states of construction, with some completed figures awaiting transportation to their intended resting place.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The reasons for carving the Maui are mysterious, though they were likely sculpted for religious or ritual reasons. It's not exactly clear what happened to the stonecrafting Rapa Nui, but a leading theory suggests that civilizations succumbed to an environmental disaster of their own making, which is something that probably could have been prevented had ancient aliens bestowed their infinite wisdom upon their culture. Unless they didn't fuck with him.
Yo, facts.
So
It could
I'm
be like
thinking.
they're just like making fun of how people look.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, look at these.
It's like, oh, really, bro?
Looks like you, bro.
Oh, really, bro? And they just fucking ignite the volcano.
Yeah.
Kill everyone.
Dude, being the first guy to see a volcano. Or
Sure.
like, you know what I'm saying?
The first guy to see, like,
Like Pompeii. I wonder if they even knew what like
the first guy to see,
volcanoes
like, a
were.
honey bun.
What?
That's probably crazy,
A
too.
honey bun?
Bro, the first person to eat a honey bun, that
Oh,
shit
they're
had to go
like-
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
I'm just saying, bro.
I'm saying like Pompeii, like Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah, that would be.
If you're sitting there like
crazy.
and you didn't know what it was, or like they were like that is just a big mountain,
Like,
and then it was just like,
huh. It's just bubbling up and like slowly pouring towards their
Just be
house.
like-
They're like, is that gonna stop?
yeah, or be like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then just like burning everything.
It's just
You're
too
like-
late.
You would 100% be like, these are the gods smiting us for
Oh,
something.
100%, yeah.
And then you'd be like, who fucked up, dude?
yeah, literally.
Who fucked up?
You're like, I knew you should have fucking done that. I knew. It's like, I knew Jimmy should have stole that fucking orange last week.
Yeah, literally,
Fucking
dude.
asshole. I knew it.
I've been saying it for months.
Yeah. Never trusted that kid.
Over something. Over a guy who like broke a window.
Literally. This one's kind of crazy. This is the last one. The face is on Mars.
Man,
Or no, sorry, the face on Mars. There's only one.
I've never heard of this.
It's looking like a face to me.
Let me see.
Also, how can they say this wasn't aliens? Well, you've never even been to Mars.
That looks like it's just a rock.
It's not just a boulder.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
That doesn't look like a face to you?
It does, but I don't know if it's enough to be like. I don't know if it's enough to be like. It's definitely aliens.
All right, well,
Looks like
it's
natural erosion.
This is this whole article is arguing that it wasn't aliens. So don't.
Oh,
worry.
it wasn't
So they're-
aliens.
they're on your
I thought this
side.
whole thing was that it was.
No, this is like the ones that people think were built by aliens, but like.
Oh.
There's an excuse.
Oh. I
Yeah.
had the wrong narrative.
So that The picture was spotted by Viking 1 orbiting in 1976.
A Viking spotted this?
It's called Viking 1. That's the name of the
Mm.
satellite. The so-called phase is nearly 2 miles long and is in a region called Cydonia, which separates the smooth
Probably my
plains.
favorite region on Mars.
Well, it's up there. It's at least top
It's
2.
top 5. Yeah.
Which separates the smooth plains of the Martian north from the more cratered terrain in the south.
Mm.
At the time, scientists dismissed the face as shadow play, but over the decades, it's become a favorite among those who suspect aliens with a penchant for building things that have been visited, or that have been visiting the solar system.
Mm.
So they're saying like, we built a face on Mars, so that way y'all can be like, oh, they were definitely here because they know what faces look like.
Right, right.
In 2001, NASA's Mars Global Surveyor took another good look at the face using a much higher resolution camera and saw no face.
Oh.
Turns out what had appeared to be a face is just another boring old Martian mesa, kind of like the
Aw.
landforms that litter the U.S. Southwest. But that doesn't mean it wouldn't be fun to visit.
That's a bummer, dude. I was really
Just
hoping
absolutely
for,
raining on everyone's
I was
parade.
really hoping for a Phantom of the Opera face on Mars or whatever that was.
So sad, man.
What can you do?
So aliens confirmed not real.
Yeah, right.
They
Dude, there's been
cannot
like
be
a
out there.
ton of alien shit in the news.
I know. That's why I wanted to
It's
talk
all
about
the
it.
rage.
It really is all
And
the
it
rage. I
seems
think
like
people are
no
just
one
bored.
is taking it serious at all. The government's being like, yeah,
Nobody except fucking Eddie Bravo.
right. Rogan and Eddie Bravo. It's just like the fucking government is being like, yeah, we don't know. We've been seeing shit flying around.
UFOs, the
We don't know what
unidentified
they are.
flying objects by definition.
And people would just know. Like, you think that would be like, holy shit, shut down the country. Like,
I think that I think the government's probably just saying that. There's no way. With the history of our government, they be shooting shit down quick.
I don't think they're saying they're aliens. They're just saying like, yeah, we've seen shit flying around that we don't know.
No,
what
for
it
sure.
is.
But I'm saying like they would just shoot it down. I feel like
Oh,
if it
maybe.
was actually like.
I think
they-
the point is that they can't.
Why not?
It's like too fast or whatever.
Just aim higher, bro.
You just gotta lead them more.
Yeah, just lead. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just different. I don't know. Maybe I'm just different.
It's I don't know. The whole thing is just odd.
It is very strange. I feel like
I think people are just like, oh, whatever.
I feel like it's one of those things where it just happens so often that it's like, no.
Yeah, they had
What am I gonna do?
that Navy commander on Rogan like a while ago, David Fravor, and he was like, yeah, the
think I saw
Navy
that
said that we've
episode.
been seeing these like all the time. We don't know what they are, but like we just keep seeing
I
them.
can't remember. I think I watched that episode before. I watched the one on Edward Snowden the other day, or with Edward
I haven't
Snowden.
seen that one. Actually, I saw part of it, but
You gotta watch that shit. That
Old.
shit is crazy.
it's an old one.
He was like the fucking.
He was the whistleblower for the NSA.
Yeah, but not only that, he was like the
He's an
highest
alien.
person I think in the NSA at one point,
Yeah,
and then he was like basically one of the highest people in the CIA at one point as well.
he's a savage.
He's in there.
And then he ran to like Russia.
Yeah, because they were fucking persecuting or whatever. He's
Yeah.
like, Rogan's like, oh, so do you live like, do you get recognized over in Russia? He's like, not really, not often. Like he's like, he's super nerdy, obviously, because he's a
Yeah,
fucking
right.
Central Intelligence Agency like
Right.
guru. He's like, not really. He's like, I typically, do the same thing that most normal people do. I go to the supermarket, like I do this, I
That's
do that.
wild.
Well, I think people just don't really give a fuck over there, because I mean,
No, but I think the U.S. would be like, we're gonna fucking murk you, dude. Like,
facts.
you tell me we don't have anyone in
Well,
Russia.
it's also been like X amount of years since he's left, so I think they're probably not wasting resources trying to find him.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
he said he would come back in that episode if they like would give him a fair trial, but they're just not going to
that
do
would
that.
not
So
happen. He would land and then they'd be like, he's become
Just-
deathly
he
ill.
wouldn't even
like,
land. They would just blow open his fucking.
Yeah,
they'd
his
blow open
plane
his,
would
his
crash
airplane.
over the fucking
They'd
Pacific.
sacrifice. They don't care who the fuck's in there.
Right.
They'll be like, yeah, it's worth the sacrifice to get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
But no, I think it makes sense though, because I mean, it's been so long at this point. Like, what would they even gain from fucking assassinating him? It's not like
They just, I don't
Like, I
think
think
the
everyone-
U.S. government likes getting punked.
that's a good point.
I think they'd just be
It's
like,
too late
where,
now,
dude?
but-
Come on back. We'll give you a trial.
It actually is crazy to think, because I knew
He also wouldn't win that trial. There's no way. He would be fucked. He's definitely sworn to secrecy and shit as a CIA operative.
Yeah, but I think his argument was that
Like,
it's different because they're like infringing on the people's rights, because they also they were also doing shit that was like wildly illegal.
Right.
Like, so I think his argument was that like he didn't do anything wrong because they were doing shit that was like way worse. Like he was like
Yeah,
revealing shit that
I
was
suppose, but I don't think they do like the whole eye for eye thing.
like, no, they definitely
I
don't.
think they'd be like, you're going to
Again,
jail,
that's why he's
and
still
then
in Russia.
also nothing will happen to us. Like, yeah, we broke the law. The fuck you gonna do? We
They,
make the law.
Literally, he was talking about too, like the policy was that like So all this shit had to be kept under wraps.
Yeah.
And if you were trying to figure out, like, if you were trying to, say me and you were trying to, like, discover this on our own.
Yeah.
If we were doing that, that's also illegal. So they were basically saying, like, if we ever get, like, discovered or anything, like, it can't happen because it'd be illegal. Because that means, like, you were pursuing us trying to find, like, the illegal shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they made the act of trying to, like, reveal the shit even, like, illegal. So I'm like, damn, bro.
It's a baller move.
For real. And they were just fucking breaking
It's the
the law
perfect
whole time.
crime.
That shit's great. Yeah, literally.
To do a crime and be like, it's illegal to arrest me for this.
There's a part of the
Fuck.
episode, too, where, like,
God damn it.
they put him in, I think they put him in, like, Hawaii.
Hawaii?
And his job was, like, just, it didn't even, like, exist. Like, they gave him, like, a position where, like, the guy who did it before was just, like, basically, like, he was supposed to be, like, organizing shit or, like, keeping, like, files. So, like, say you need, like, a certain file, you would call him and then he would find the file for you and whatever. But, like, we've moved on with, like, technology since then. So, like, by the time he got there, like, he literally had nothing to do. So, like, he was just, like, helping out other people in the CIA that were, like, in the building beside his or whatever. Just, like, whatever they needed, just being, like, an intern, basically. And so, like, he had access to, he said at one point, he had access to, like, every intelligence file the U.S. had.
That's wild.
Like, and he was the only person in the entire, like, country that had access to every file. Which is fucking insane. And then he was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to tell everybody what's going on.
Dude, did Rogan ask if aliens were real?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if he has a stance on aliens.
That's the guy, dude.
He'd be like,
That is the guy.
oh, actually, like Area 51 type shit.
Yeah.
I think he said, like, no. I think he was like, yeah, I don't. He's like, as far as my knowledge, there was nothing going on there.
Fuck.
And I'm like, yeah, he's the guy that would be like, yeah, definitely.
That's mad annoying, if that's
Yeah.
true.
And I think he was saying, like,
Because it's like, he obviously doesn't give a fuck about giving up the info.
yeah, exactly. He was saying too that
He's like,
like,
yeah, dude.
the
Will Smith.
system would be like, you would know, say like me and you were in the fucking CIA, like you would know X amount and then I would know Y amount. So that way, like,
Oh.
that
So
way, like,
no one knows everything?
person knows everything. Yeah,
Right.
except him, because someone had to access all the files at one point. Like,
Yeah, right.
someone needed to be like the
There
guy
has
you
to
could
be
come
one
to
guy, like-
access stuff. So he had to know how to access every file. So it's not like he was like reading everything every day, obviously, but just like he was capable of like literally getting into any file in
Right.
the entire system, which is fucking insane.
That is insane.
Definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it.
That amount of power is just like, holy shit. That'd be
Literally.
insane.
He's just had a normal ass dude as well.
Right now he's just on Joe Rogan. Like,
Yeah. Now he's just living in Russia.
shooting the breeze.
Literally, bro. He's just coasting in Russia. And even in the show, he's just like, the background is just like a gray background.
Yeah,
There's,
yeah.
like, no detail.
I've seen a
at
little
all,
bit of
like,
it. I just didn't like totally like
Shit's
whatever.
crazy, bro. You gotta be so smart for that shit. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's about it. That's all I got.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Fucking aliens, bro.
Fucking aliens.
I
Fucking
mean, I
submarines.
don't really fuck with aliens, but I do fuck with aliens a lot.
Fucking submarines.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be back next week with another episode of BBHP.
BBHP. Don't fucking don't implode at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
And
Just don't go. Don't
Yeah,
go. That's
stay
not
out
worth
of the
it.
ocean.